Hello again everyone to another WWE Monday Night Raw preview and predictions right here on the Wrestling Guys YouTube channel. The Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania is probably as important as a pay-per-view. You might take it as like that. Now all of WWE's major plans for the post-WrestleMania period and setting up feuds for the whole year would be laid out on the weekly flagship show, which is tonight, WWE Raw, and the room for a screw-up from WWE is absolutely nil. They cannot screw this thing up or it's gonna be bad for the WWE creatives. Another one getting fired soon. WWE Universe would be filled with questions after what happened at WrestleMania, and all those thirst for answers should be quenched. Apart from the fallouts of the granddaddy of them all, there will also be some new beginnings to look forward to, as we are bound to see some NXT call-ups in the show. It is going to be an exciting outing for everyone who tunes in, and here is a look at the things we could expect from the WWE Monday Night Raw. And Raw will be live from the SAP Center in San Jose, California, and California is the place where WrestleMania 31 took place. And talking about WrestleMania 31, OMG, that was amazing. Yeah, it truly was. So, usually I discuss 5 points for the Raw preview, but this one is a special one as it is the post-WrestleMania show, and I will be discussing a few more points, around 7 to 8 points. So the number one is the story of a breakup and a new champion. Yes, I'm talking about Rusev, John Cena, and Lana. The Rusev vs. John Cena match at WrestleMania 31 ended just like we expected it to end it. Cena is the new WWE United States Champion, while Rusev will probably be shipped back to where he came from in a matter of months. Now there are two things that came out of this match. First, Cena is a mid-card champion now, so along with Daniel Bryan, we will see him later. We might get the unification of the WWE Intercontinental Championship and also the WWE United States Championship, and we can see Cena would now make the mid-card scenario exciting for the WWE Universe. We could see it because he's a good guy in making up storylines. However, I hate him. It is a good prospect on paper, and the result will depend on how WWE pulls it off. The second angle that came out of the match was the friction between Rusev and Lana. WWE might be booking up for a breakup between the two, and if that is the case, Rusev needs to find an insurance plan at the earliest. No Lana with Rusev, because actually what happened at WrestleMania 31 will freak you out if those guys watching this video haven't seen WrestleMania already. Rusev was about to hit Cena, whiplash Cena, and Cena escaped out of the way and he hit Lana, and Lana's ankle got twisted, and we didn't get any more news from the official WWE doctors or stuff, but Lana had to be carried out. So this was the first point. Number two is what's next for the Big Show. And in one of the most shocking moments of WrestleMania 31, Big Show won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. The fans seemed completely lost in confusion after the match, as they didn't see it coming. Big Show was in no position to win a battle royal like this, and it was definitely devalued the entire thing. There's nothing to be excited about the future as well. Big Show has some momentum with him after the win, but WWE will find it hard to invest the said momentum. A feud with Ryback is a possibility for the world's largest athlete, but it is not going to keep up fans on the edge of their seats because it's going to be boring. As Big Show was last in the ring at the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal with Damien Mizdow, we might see this feud, but this doesn't fit the scenario. And what we might see, because Damien Mizdow actually ditched The Miz, so we might see Damien Mizdow versus The Miz in an Extreme Rules match at the Extreme Rules 2015 pay-per-view taking place on 26th April 2015. Number 3 is we want NXT. The night after WrestleMania is the place for new beginnings. There are a lot of instances to back up this claim, and March 30, 2015 Monday Night Raw is sure to go down as one among them. WWE's next roster has a handful of names waiting to break out into the main roster, and or two might have their debut at this week's Raw. Adrian Neville is a favorite to appear on Raw as he has been taken away from all the major NXT storylines. There is however some fear about the Mighty Mouse gimmick that Vince McMahon might pull out, but let's hope for the best, shall we? Finn Balor is another name in the running for a Raw debut, and no matter who comes out, WWE should give their fans something to cheer about rather than making a mess out of the WWE NXT superstar. Now last year, we had Paige coming out the Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania 30, and she actually won the Divas Championship. And this time it's gonna be a male superstar from the NXT coming out, and I hope to see a good superstar like Finn Balor, Adrian Neville. Kevin Owens can't come because he's the NXT champion, but I would have loved him coming to the main WWE roster. Number 4 is gold for the GOAT. Now that sounds funny, but that so-called GOAT, I mean Daniel Bryan, is now the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Last year at WrestleMania 30, Daniel Bryan made history by winning the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. A year later at WrestleMania 31, Bryan became the 4th ever Grand Slam champion thanks to his Intercontinental Championship victory against 5 to 6 other superstars. Bryan's inclusion in the mid-card scenario is going to be an interesting affair and will certainly bring back some credibility into the Intercontinental Championship, because the scenario for the Intercontinental Championship, according to me, became actually boring. WWE will have the task of choosing the right opponent for Bryan next, and Bad News Barrett will probably be first in line. The mouth-watering prospects of Dolph Ziggler and Dean Ambrose will also be in the running for a title shot. Ziggler and Dean Ambrose will also be in the running for a title shot. What I mean by that is, in the ending of the WrestleMania 31 ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship, the two guys on the ladder beating the hell out of each other were Dolph Ziggler and Daniel Bryan. So we might see a rivalry coming, and we might see Daniel Bryan versus Dolph Ziggler for the WWE Intercontinental Championship at the Extreme Rules 2015 pay-per-view. Number 5 is what next for the Vigilante, the WCW icon Sting. Sting's debut at WrestleMania was surely a historic moment, period. WWE planned out an overbooked yet intelligent match for the Stinger, but he was overshadowed by all the outside interference that came in between the bout. Sting might have lost in his WWE debut, but his legacy is still pretty much unharmed. If the former WCW champion is here to stay for another year, WWE should plan out a proper feud for him. Making a stable and calling it in the new WCW would be a great angle to go by, as it would appeal on nostalgic grounds, just like the Sting vs Triple H match at Mania. The dream bout with The Undertaker is another big possibility. In fact, this is the biggest thing I can go on with. Sting vs The Undertaker at WrestleMania 32, only if these two guys are in a shape to wrestle, because The Undertaker last night at WrestleMania 31 wasn't at that good shape. Most of the people think, and I later on also discussed this in the video, Taker was in a good shape to fight, but later on his stamina, what I saw was, it was just ended in the ending, and however, Taker won, so that was a good thing, and everything else is flushed down with the water. Number 6 is NWO vs DX, D-Generation X, Monday Night Raw, Monday Night War 2.0. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Following up on the last point, there is a big possibility of seeing another WCW vs WWE battle in the post-WrestleMania period. WWE tested the waters with the whole NWO and DX showdown, and the results were pretty encouraging as well. So with the Sting and the NWO on the roster right now, there wouldn't be a better time to pull out the invasion angle once again. Sting could recruit some superstars down from the NXT and spark a battle against WWE. It could turn out to be a great angle that could run all the way to Survivor Series. And if WWE is going down this road, we are going to get that signs at the week's Monday Night Raw, and an epic ending to the Sting vs Triple H match, which I also discussed in my live review show of the WrestleMania 31 pay-per-view, was the guys Triple H and Sting actually shaked hands with each other after the match, and I was pretty surprised to see Triple H offering a handshake to Sting, because I thought Triple H was gonna, after the matches, was gonna again beat up Sting, but he was a man, and I respect him with all of my heart, and he actually did something that pleased me. Number 7 is, will the Phenom, The Undertaker, show up? Now, Undertaker surprised the entire WWE universe with his appearance at WrestleMania 31, we all know that. His fitness levels looked better than it did last year, and the hopes of seeing Taker once again at WrestleMania 32 is an all-time high. We might get to see the Dream Sting versus The Undertaker, which I discussed earlier. This match, after all, and if we go by the rumors, we are destined to see a confrontation between the two at the Monday Night Raw tonight, the 30th of March 2015. This will need The Undertaker on the show, and seeing him in Raw is always special. We might also get a retirement speech from the Phenom as a worst case scenario, but since the WWE fans are always optimistic, let's not get there for the moment. Now, Taker hasn't been on many Raws since the past few years, and he might be here to announce his retirement, and I am anticipated if he comes. And I wouldn't be that happy if he announces his retirement, but he needs to take some time off. He has done a lot of legendary things for the WWE, and it's time to actually live his life. So number 8, the last point that I'm discussing is Seth Rollins is the new beast. Now, most of you people would be thinking, why am I putting Seth Rollins' theme song in every of my videos backside? This is the reason, because I am now a Seth Rollins fan. I switched from Brock Lesnar to Seth Rollins, and Seth Rollins is an amazing person. He just took my heart out. He won the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Yeah, Rollins beat up Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns to win the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, and he is the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Rollins proved to be the ultimate opportunist at the WrestleMania 31 pay-per-view when he cashed in his Money in the Bank briefcase. It wasn't an end the fans expected, and neither did me, and WWE played it well by keeping Lesnar protected while giving out a shocking climax as well. Reigns might have lost his chance to steal the limelight at WrestleMania, but as a whole, Rollins winning looks to be a good decision. However, this is only the start for Rollins. He still has a long way to go as the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, and the first thing he needs to settle is Reigns and Lesnar. Both superstars will now be pissed off at Rollins for what he did at the pay-per-view, and they will be looking out both superstars for a revenge against Seth Rollins. Rollins will be walking around on Raw with a big target painted on his back, and he will have to need his eyes behind his head to stay safe. He is the wanted man. He is the marked man right now. As far as it is concerned for the fact that Rollins didn't pin Lesnar, what we might see is Lesnar versus Rollins at the Extreme Rules 2015 pay-per-view for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, and according to me, there's no chance of Roman Reigns interrupting into this matchup. So, however, this was a long Raw preview, and I hope you liked it. I hope it didn't bore you up. If it did, you can always suggest me in the comment section down below. If you liked this video, I hope you did, then please leave a like to me, and it really helps me grow my channel, and it supports me for uploading new videos daily or even in 2 days. And that's all. For more awesome videos, check out the channel and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace out.